Peace and blessings, collective. It has been far too long since we have spoken, since I have spoken, since Source has spoken through me to you. These are the cards. I don't know if you saw my last upload. I actually was in Texas when I recorded that, and that was on December 12th. Today is December 23rd. But when I was doing that reading, there was two cards that were, well, okay. I know when okay, because like I said, that was 11 days ago. This card for sure, I know came out in, I'm trying to figure out where the whole, there it goes, right there. This card came out in that reading, and I'm trying to be mindful of the time. I'm not going to rush because I know I can deliver this message in the time that I have, but I need to be ready to get on a call with my cousin because we speak weekly, well, twice a week, and intentionally twice a week, but usually more than that. But the reason that that's even relevant here, this card, which I might as well keep showing you, I spoke about the inner child and the higher self being one or working together because that inner child is the higher self. Like, your inner child is the most pure form of energy. Like, this is the energy, the being, the entity that made the decision to come to Earth and had the plan to execute when they came to Earth. And then, as you integrate into society or are forcibly integrated into society, you kind of lose sight and detach from that childlike innocence, that knowing of like, this is what I am, this is what I'm going to be, this is what I'm doing. I already know what I want to be when I grow up. That energy, we detach from that. But that's the higher self. That's the guiding light. Those things that you wanted as a child, those are still in you. Like, you did not have those desires for no reason. You did not say the things that you said for no reason. Like, everybody, and I won't even say everybody because I do feel this way, but like, the things children say, like, it's not like, yes, they may be playful, they may be joking, and like, you're like, oh, they don't really know that. They know on an intuitive level. Like, children are intuitive because they have not had the life experiences to make them question themselves, unless, trigger warning, childhood traumatic experiences. Like, there are some children that question themselves very early, unfortunately, but the way it's supposed to be is that there's no, you get to be a child. You get to be encouraged to be sure of yourself, because that's how you grow up to be an adult who is sure of themselves without having to, go through a essentially dark night of the soul to figure out and learn yourself to even be able to express yourself authentically, because you've lost sight of your authentic self because there's been so many layers and veils and illusions placed before you that you had no, because I don't want to say no protection against, because you were divinely protected the entire time, but you had no way of, like, you had no reference point. Like, as a child, you come into the world and you're like, oh, this is how the world is because the people that were here before me are telling me this is how it is. They have to know. They were here before me. But really, they are inner children who lost the way as well. But the reason why that is tied to me talking to my cousin is because the message, and this came out while we were together, of restitution for the inner child. Like, this, there is this spiral staircase. There, you are up spiraling back to your essence. Like, there's a realization, there is a light bulb moment happening for you right now. You are being turned on to who you are, to your authentic essence. You have rediscovered your direct connection to the divine, your direct connection to source. This card has fallen off the deck, so I'm gonna look at it. The Destroyer. You You have destroyed the illusion. That's 23. I want to see what the angel number 23 is. But this is the star card. You are realizing you are the star. You are the same material that makes the stars. Like, you are a light. Stars are light. You're waking up to your light. The light has turned on. The light is shining directly out of you. Because originally when I saw it, it was shining in, but this is, now I'm seeing it as shining out. You are radiating out light. You are so full of light that you cannot help but radiate it. And even in the center of the destroyer, it's beams of light. Even in the midst of chaos and darkness, there is light. You are the light, and you're realizing that. And keeping, literally, the sun, the light is streaming in and out of you. It is an exchange. There is no, it's not one-sided, and it's never been. You have been emitting and receiving light. And what has changed is the frequency of light that you are emitting and receiving. It's continuing to increase. Your frequency is increasing. It's elevating. You are expanding rapidly, exponentially. Because because I'm visualizing a circle, but in order for a circle to expand, it has to be an exponential increase, because the area within the circle is not just growing, it's changing in circumference. You are expanding rapidly. And with the moon that duality, literally the sun and the moon here, your light and dark aspects are integrating, because there can be no light without darkness, and no darkness without light, or there just would, and this is duality, but the duality of non-duality, because there is light and there is dark, and because there's really no separation. Like, where the light stops is where the dark begins. But how do you, I have a lamp on right here. There is nowhere I can cut to say this is where the darkness starts. Like, it's dark in my bathroom right now, which I don't even know if you can see past that because it's past this basket. But it's pitch black in there from me looking, and I can't even say that because I can see. But it's pitch black basically in there from here. But if I go in there and look out here, I'm going to see the light. Like, you can look out into the darkness, but where does the darkness stop and where does the light begin? You can't find that point because it just is. And you are the light birthed out of darkness. But you are also darkness. And this energy of duality, and like the Gemini twin mirror energy, like, you are progressing in worldly knowledge and gaining experience and understanding of the outside, what's in this book, what's written on the outside, but also inward. You are understanding the nature of things. And as you are gaining this understanding and this clarity and realizing that you are the light and remembering your higher purpose, it's giving you direction. You are able to have this. There was a time where you had to sit still, where you had to sit and integrate these energies. You had to integrate the light and the dark. You had to integrate the external knowledge from your inner knowing. But now that you've grown to a certain point, that the exponential growth is only taking you further in the direction that you see your internal navigation has been activated. And Archangel Metatron, This came from the 22 Archangels Oracle. But the Archangel Metatron, heaven on earth, your current situation is in alignment with your mission on earth. You've discovered what you came here to do. You've uncovered what you came here to do. Those veils, those illusions that you couldn't see through as a child because you thought that that's the way things were, because the people that taught you how things were supposed to be told you that was the way things were. You've transmuted that energy, and you're able to, coexist with and not force other people to try to see things from your perspective. But because you are living in this energy so authentically, and you've taken on, let me check the time, 5:52. You've taken on this energy, and it just emanates from you. It's not, you're not even necessarily conscious of it, even, because the work that you've done, even though it was integration of the external and the internal, all of the work was done internally. Like, even like, obviously people from the outside actually do see it probably more than you do, because that's the light that they're seeing, that light that is growing and expanding and emitting constantly from you. Like, it just is your being, it's your essence. They see that more than you do, and even more so because all of the work of the integration and the sitting still has been so internal. It's your external reality might still look the same, but in actual reality, because you're different, everything around you is different, and the physical is catching up with the spiritual, because the work you've done is spiritual, and the type of work, the amount of work, the depth of work that you've done, it is impossible for your external reality to remain the same. And you might be seeing, little snippets, previews, like, like teasers even of what's to come. Like, you've had, some fortuitous events take place, or, you find like money on the ground or something, like things of that nature, like random happenings that are like, wow, that was, unexpected and made me smile. But that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like, these are the breadcrumbs leading you to that grand experience, the heaven on earth. Literally, you are being breadcrumbed to your heaven on earth. And you need to follow those breadcrumbs, follow the signs, follow the joy, lead with joy, seek joy. I believe it was the Divinely Aligned channel. Well, it was the Divinely Aligned channel. But she basically was delivering the message of define success by joy. Like, if you feel joy, you are successful. Like, there's no way for you to be in lack. If you define your success as joy, you'll continue to seek joy. If you're seeking success, you are seeking joy. Therefore, living a joyous life, being a joyous light. Like, if you can, like, chase, don't chase. Live in it, see it, because your reality is shifting to support it. But as long as you are able to hold your frequency, hold the light. You are a anchor of light, and it's expanding out from you and changing everything around you. And you are going to see that very clearly. I'm going to say in 2025, because that like 2025 is in like 6 days. Is it 6 or is it 8? Today's the 23rd. 8 days. Like the ball is rolling quickly, and I want to get, where do I want to go? I said it was okay. Honestly, let's go for the angel numbers. Ooh, but I also, okay, we're going to go angel numbers. Bottom of the deck, 777, inspired action. You have your direction. Intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing. Get some fresh air or call some pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will become involved in an exciting new project or you will go on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. Spread your light. Be like, you've had your time of stillness and integration, but you're in motion now. You're taking those inspired actions. And that was 777, which is, luck energy. Like you're entering a season of being lucky. And I know I'm sure there's a lot of people that cringe potentially at thinking about themselves being lucky, because a lot of people are like, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. And it's like, yes, but can't you be both? Like, why does one negate the other? Like, you're entering a lucky season. It's going to feel lucky because there's going to be no other way to explain it. I mean, you could say blessed, obviously, because lucky is blessed. Like, they're kind of interchangeable. But it's a matter, because luck is where opportunity meets preparation. So yes, it's luck, but you're lucky because you prepared to be lucky. You've put yourself in a position to be lucky. Like, you have, that's how it works. You took advantage. And 144 has been following me around, but here's 1144, mood swings. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Literally, seek joy. Joy is success. And success, to have success, you are having opportunities that are working out in your favor. Meaning you were prepared to meet those opportunities head on and turn them into successes. You are lucky, blessed, abundant. You are abundance. And we're going to end it here. 3333, divine timing, realistic and practical, approach goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what your plant will grow. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Wishing you an abundant ascension. I'll see y'all in the next video.